Yo guys, what is up? Dave here, coming back at you guys with an updated video on the updated SMS bomber. That is just a proof that you should never pay for this tool. So that's basically what the focus of this project is going to be. Just proof that you should never pay for something like this because these are so easy to create. The reason I say these are so easy to create, and the reason I'm making this tutorial and all that, or these sets of videos and releasing this program for free, is to show how easy it is. I don't know C sharp basically from the back of my hand. Like, I don't know C sharp at all. I know it about as well as I know how to make a homebrew game for PSP. I only say that because there's a PSP sitting in front of me. But so I don't really know C sharp honestly that well. Granted, I've been using it for a long time, but I've also been playing PSP since the year it came out. So I know the PSP very well. I can jailbreak one and put games on it very easily. But again, I don't actually know it. I can't actually create stuff with it. So that's why I'm creating this bomber, sharing the source code with you guys, and eventually doing a release both here and on hack forums. But so the reason I'm actually posting this video up is this is an update. I have done a lot. As you can see, there are now there's the main settings tab, and there's a miscellaneous tab. I have also added labels so you can see what things are. I'm going to put labels on these as well because I feel like that's just easier. The send button is still always at the bottom no matter what. I'm also going to make this equal to hitting enter, I think, or it'll be like it'll be a key combination, one of the two. But so as you can see, there's still the delay counter, the send counter, and there's this stuff. The miscellaneous tab is where it starts to get interesting because as you can see, settings is removed. Well, now there's, or the subject. Subject is here. I also have different SMTPs that you can choose. And I have these three settings with this numeric up down. You might be looking at this like, what the hell is this stuff? Well, in my original SMS bomber that I released on my first YouTube channel, nearly almost 10 years ago now, I released that bomber, and it was highly popular. It was the first popular video on my channel. It got over 30,000 views. Tons of people downloaded it. It was very popular, and that's kind of what I'm making this one based on. It had a pwn feature. What pwn was is it would send random character strings to a phone in hopes of sending so many that it crashes the phone, because back in those days a lot of people still had like flip phones or what were called feature phones. Feature phones, for those of you who have never heard the term, are basically the in-between of a smartphone and a flip phone. So stuff like the NV2, the Moto Razr, the old school Razr, like back in 2005 when you were cool for having the flattest phone on the freaking planet. That's what basically this pwn feature it would do. If the person had a lot of pictures and stuff like that on their phone, because at the time there wasn't much space available on those phones, the most you could get way back in the day was like 256 megabytes for internal storage. If you sent somebody text messages with the pwn feature, it could potentially crash and break their phone. That was the entire point of it. So basically what we have here is just a pwn feature, and this numeric up down lets you choose how many characters up to 160. And then the iOS crasher works on some older iPhones, and Link Crasher is just a new exploit that's really cool, and I'll also provide source code for that as well. But iOS Crasher is the one that we heard about a few months back, where you send a certain text message and it crashes the actual messaging app, and you have to physically basically reset the phone to reset the messaging app. And then Link Crasher is just a web link where if a person clicks it, it crashes their mobile browser and it makes their phone really slow. But then again, this also only works on older devices like Android 5.0 and older, as well as I believe iPhone, iOS like 8.2 and older is all that works on. But enough talk, let's show it off. So basically, as you can see, again, just the standard form. Oh, I wanted to show off the code. So here's the code for this. Now I have two random things here. I got the random number for at the end of text messages, and then the pwn feature. Granted, yeah, they're basically the same, but this one has more variety to pick from, and it's just a lot cooler. I just have to be careful with this because some characters will not work. What I'm also going to be implementing is an emoji spammer. That's something I actually haven't seen in any SMS bombing computer-based bot yet. I have not seen one of those yet. So I'm hoping to get some sort of way to bomb with SMS characters. And the way that I think I'm going to have to do it is I'll have to email myself each emoji to see what they translate to. Because I believe they're actually hexadecimal lines or words. So like one specific emoji is going to be like A32 or A3 2D11. Like that's an emoji. But I'm not entirely sure of that. I'll have to figure it out at a later date. That's just what I've heard. And then as you can see down here, I have added a lot more code to the send email function. It's just declaring default variables up here. It will always default to Gmail. I gotta make it says that also on here. And then as you can see here, I don't really know of a better way to do this. I'm sure there is a better way to do this, but that's the way I'm gonna do it. And then as you can see with live emails, it's actually a different port. So it actually changes the port number. But then from here, as you can see, it has a check to see if the other checkboxes are checked. Although I have to stop it from running the bot still. So what I'm going to have to do is apply a like true or false, like a bool, a public bool or something like that. So like public bool bot started, or not bot. This is how used to talking about Pokemon Go I am. Spammer started. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a check. We're going to do on the button click, maybe we'll set it to true. I'll add that all later. I'll do that later when I have time to actually test it. This is more of a show off video to show you guys what I've added. Now here's the message string for iOS that'll work on any of the older iOS phones. And then Crash Safari is the main link. I actually have the source code for that crashsafari.com, and I will be able to post that up so you guys can use it yourselves. And then it just has random string after it, so it does spam it. And then I have tested all this. This does all work as it is right now. So if you guys wanted to just copy the code off the screen, it would be very easy. But I'm not going to do a big release on this of just like giving you guys the solution file until there's, you know, a couple hundred lines of code, for example. Like I've said, this entire thing is to prove how easy it is to set this up and do it. Now, that being said, let's get into it. I'll show you guys how it works, and I'll explain some future design ideas. So we're going to hit start here. We're going to put in my personal phone number. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have like something where it cuts this off in half right here, and it'll be a drop-down menu. You guys can't see because that's in the way. I also might find a better way to do this so you don't have to type that twice. Couldn't remember my password for a second. And we're going to do the pwn feature at 160. Or wait, no, I believe I have the default at 140 max. Yeah, that's right. And then subject, I'm actually going to get rid of the subject. And then from here, I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to show you guys that it sends. I didn't think about that. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put an image up for a second over the entire screen because why the hell not? And I'll open up my email real quick. We'll just do that. That's easier. So I'm going to open up my email real quick. It's just not, you know, I don't want people knowing what kind of things come up in my email or something like that. Oh, good. That those emails sent. Anyway, not spam. I want sent. Actually, this is a bad idea because it shows my phone number in here as well. Actually, I can do this. I will add one more image. I know I can do this all in video editing later, but you know what? Shut up. So I'm going to do the email sending real quick. Oh, I just realized something that's important. Hold on. We're going to check all and just delete because that's easier. Oh my god, I have so many emails, mate. Wow. This goes back really far. This tells me all the people that ever unsubscribed from my YouTube channel and stuff. Wow. Okay. Can I just get rid of all of these? If I would have thought about it, I would have done this much sooner. Ah, old text message bomb logs from 2012. Oh, that's epic. Because I used to share this email publicly, so people could use it to text bomb. Nobody ever changed the password. It was freaking amazing. No one ever changed it. Ah, I text bombed my brother. I see the info in here saying Happy Thanksgiving. That's funny. Man, these are old. Okay, now my sent logs are completely empty, and I'll be able to show you guys that everything's sent. So I'm going to unblock this. I want the image, because it'll be about here for the sent stuff. There we go. And I'm going to send. So we're going to send. We're going to wait for it. I'm going to click. And as you can see, there's the random line of text. It is sent at least one. We're going to hope that's blocked out, but you can see the text. So there's the text so far, and as you can see, it is sent multiples because when I reload it, oh, I only had it one in the box. So we're going to go 5. Send. As you can see, it's sending multiples every 2.5 seconds, and each text string is different. And it won't always be the maximum character length. That's only sometimes, but this is also something that I'm going to expand on later, where when we come into adding a serial code for people to unlock advanced features in the bot. God damn it, this isn't Pokemon, it's not a bot. But anyway, guys, that's how it works. It's really cool. It's a nice spammer. I am planning to do many more updates. I am not planning on doing any custom theme on it like people like these days. That's just a waste of time, and honestly, it just makes it incompatible with other people's Visual Studios when they try to open the forum themselves. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Solution files and all that will be uploaded soon. I will leave a link to the basic source code, the base source code that I started with in the description, and I will update this probably like once a day to once a week, depending on how popular the series gets. Because I know a lot of people are probably interested in learning coding from me, and I know a lot of you guys want to see me live stream this. I will leave my Twitch handle, my Twitch link in the description. You can also find it over on Sinful Android. But for now, this is basically what I got. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. This image can go away now. Peace out, guys.